Breaking news, Nigerians. United States government calls Bola Ahmed Tinubu ahead of May 29 inauguration. Welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for coming out here. May God bless you all. The Genius Media Nigeria reports that the U.S. government, through the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has assured Nigerian President-elect Bola Tinubu of the U.S. commitment to further strengthening the U.S.-Nigerian relationship with the incoming administration. This online newspaper understands that Blinken, in a statement by U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller, said he called the president-elect on Tuesday to discuss issues of interest. The secretary noted that the U.S.-Nigerian partnership was built on shared interest and strong people-to-people ties, and that those links should continue to strengthen under the president-elect Tinubu's tenure. He also discussed the importance of inclusive leadership that represents all Nigerians, continued comprehensive security cooperation, and reforms to support economic growth with the president-elect. The president-elect Bola Tinubu will be sworn in on May 29, 2023. Meanwhile, Atiku Abubakar, a candidate in Nigeria's 2023 presidential election, has described Tuesday's phone call put across to President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the United States Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, as giving legitimacy to a fraudulent election. Reports had emerged earlier Wednesday that Blinken phoned Tinubu, who is currently holidaying in France, to discuss ways that the U.S. and the Nigerian could strengthen their partnership under the latter's incoming administration. Blinken and Tinubu, according to the U.S. document of Department of State spokesperson Matthew Miller, also discussed the importance of inclusiveness, leadership that represents all Nigerians, continued comprehensive security cooperation, and reforms to support economic growth. By reacting in a tweet on Wednesday evening, Atiku Abubakar said Blinken's action contradicts the U.S. government position on the February 25th presidential election. I am in disbelief that the Secretary Blinken called Tinubu a contradiction to the publicly stated position of the U.S. on Nigerian 2023 presidential election. This is inconceivable, considering that American at the birthstone of democracy is well briefed on the sham election of February 25th to give legitimacy to the widely acknowledged fraudulent election in Nigeria can be demoralizing to citizens who had hanged their bet on democracy and sanity of the ballot. The State Department, parties, U.S. and government, U.S. and Nigeria. Atiku and Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, among others, are challenging Tinubu's declaration as the winner of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Nigerians, what's your take on this? The United States government calls Bola Ahmed Tinubu ahead of May 29 inauguration. Genius Media Nigeria reports that the U.S. government, through the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has assured Nigerian President-elect Bola Tinubu of the U.S. commitment to further strengthening the U.S.-Nigerian relationship with the incoming administration. This online newspaper understands that Blinken, in a statement by the U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller, said he called the president-elect on Tuesday to discuss issues of interest. The secretary noted that the US to Nigeria partnership was built on shared interest and strong people-to-people ties, and that those links should continue to strengthen under President-elect Tinubu's tenure. He also discussed the importance of inclusive leadership that represents all Nigerians, continued comprehensive security, cooperation, and reforms to support economic growth with the president-elect. Meanwhile, Nigerians have reacted to this. They said they are not too sure of this because this is contrary to US stand against the fraudulent election that was conducted on February 25th, 2023 by the president-elect, I beg your pardon, by the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu. Say yesterday, this Anthony Blinken contact say they don't get the names of Nigerian politicians who undermined the democracy in Nigeria, during the election process in Nigeria, for sanction. Say those people, the US government will sanction them and all that. Now, this one that we are hearing now, that US have called the president-elect, the same US that said the election that brought the president-elect is far from perfect, and now telling the president-elect that they are committed to work with him, that they are no longer sure with this US government. Well, Nigerians, you've all heard it now. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section.